Hi everyone and welcome back to some Path of Exile. And yes, my league is saved, guys. It is saved. So I invested around 2.5 to 3 exalts into the build I'm currently running, which is a Lacerate Impale Gladiator. So I was like, okay, I want to build around either a Slayer or a Gladiator, because I want to explore melee a little bit more, and then I found this awesome build which has 100% chance to impale enemies, and it is ridiculous how good this build is. Thing is, the Soul Taker is pretty much a requirement, and this alone costs 1 Exalted, so yeah. That's pretty nasty, but it's also very, very good, right? Because insufficient mana doesn't prevent your melee attacks, so we can Leap Slam, and we can Lacerate all over the place without any problems. As you can see, I have exactly 9 unreserved mana, which is not enough for Lacerate or Leap Slam, but in practice we are free to do whatever we want, which is awesome. And also cool that your physical damage can chill, which is quite awesome. Other than that, everything else you see is self-crafted. So I got a 6-link for cheap, a cheap base. It's nothing too fancy. Think about 2 fossils on there. Got the 40 cold res with 99 max life and fire res on top of it. So I was like, I'm keeping that. Helmet, same thing, throw an essence on there, got 89 max life and 48 lightning res. That was incredible. Oh well. So then I went for some spiked gloves to get the increased melee damage implicit, and this one was just, that's how I bought it, honestly. That's all there's to it. Pretty much okay-ish stats. For now it is item level 84, so we will be able to craft that up even better. Stygian wise, I bought the base item level 86 through 1 or 2 essences on there. Got 42 cold and 36 fire res coupled with 90 max life, and as a bonus 22% to chaos res, right? So that was incredible. Boots, same story. Pretty much just bought them like they are here. And the axe I crafted by myself with harvest crafting, and it's decent. It's decent. Definitely enough for now. And with for now, I mean red tier maps. I was running up to, I'm low on maps now, but I think, yeah, I had some tier 14s, one of them, and 1 tier 15. Without the problem, guys, without the problem. That was absolutely insane. And yeah, so coming back to the gear, there's nothing more to it. Rings are a-okay, just threw together what I have. Vermilion ring I was quite fond of when it dropped, and pretty much didn't change anything on that. Same goes for the diamond ring. Flasks are crafted and ready. Lion's Roar is probably the one that costs you around 8 to 10 chaos at the moment, but that's a-okay. That wasn't too much of an investment for what we got here, right? But still, like, 2.5 to 3 exalts. That was well worth it. And just to show you why, here's a quick example. Yes, this is only tier 10, right? But it's that smooth even in tier 13s, 14s, all the same. Only difference is you need to keep the flasks up a bit more the higher tier you get, but that's okay, right? So yeah, this build performs extremely well, and that single-handedly saved the league for me, because yeah, the graphical issues with whoa with the arc witch, they were just too much for me, honestly. Okay, looking good though, and yeah, I mean, I really wanted a build that is capable of dealing massive damage and also have good clear, and that's what I got, right? I will link the build guide down in the description below. It's done by Esoro, and I think he did an amazing job in not only explaining in his video what's good for the build and why does it function the way it does. I think he makes good points about his thought process behind it, and that makes it very easy to understand. And even though the build was created in Delirium or Metamorph, one of the two, he updates his builds regularly, so the PoE is always up to date, which is quite nice. You have a version with cluster jewels, without cluster jewels. You have like 3 different trees in there: early game, mid game, late game. So you have a bit of a guidance what to level first, and that's awesome, right? That's like, that made for a really smooth leveling experience, especially if you do have some chaos lying around, and if you can pick up all the uniques that he is recommending to you. You will breeze through content with this build, honestly, and you can use Lacerate very early on. Same goes for most of the auras. So yeah, that's quite awesome. One thing I will say though is, without the Soul Taker is like usable when you reach level 59. Before that, you are required to run a mana flask for sure. We do have a little bit of mana regen on the tree, or mana leech, but it's just not enough to sustain you, so you will need the mana flask. But that's not too bad. I mean, you can go around and popping your mana flask when you need it. It's absolutely fine. For boss fights though, you would want to drop your wall ancestral. Is it War Chiefs? I forgot. Yeah, War Chiefs. They will boost your damage as well. You can go in and throw both of them in if you want to. I usually like to spare one. But as you can see, stuff dies really quickly, and when you're back to clearing, you can go back to Sandstand, right? So there you go. Okay. Huh. That's not worth anything, but that's okay. But still interesting. Power, Frenzy, and Endurance charge, right? So, with Enduring Cry on our move only command normally, we make sure this is up every time, and when you go through a map and kill stuff, your Challenger charges go up to 10 very fast, and you deal massive damage. Because not only your movement speed goes up, right, but your attack speed as well, and that makes it a whole lot better. As you can see on Lacerate here, I am actually on 110% chance to impale, so 100 is all you need, but that's pretty nice. Yeah, it says 43,000 right here, damage per second. If you go into Path of Building, import my build, set it up like it should be, you will see that this is closer to 1.2 million Cyrus DPS. Yes. That's a number I wanted to crack. I wanted to have a build that pushes over 1 million Shaper or even Cyrus DPS. It's what I've got, with not only the best weapon so far, and I'm extremely satisfied with this build. So the league is saved for me, and I'm very grateful for that. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little update. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye.